Alright, Guardians, this is our reveal stream, condensed breakdown thing that I promised the other day, yesterday, I guess. First off, they showed this really cool Vidoc, which is almost more informative than the actual stream, which was kind of interesting. I'll put a link to that in the description box down below if you just want to watch that. But they said they're going for... it's called Forsaken, the expansion. It's going to be released September 4th. They said they're going for a Western sci-fi revenge story. That sounds super badass. They didn't go in any more detail than that as far as story goes. They said you're hunting these dudes, and they're super badass, and they're super, like, I guess there's like 7 bosses in the campaign. I don't know. But they're doing something with Prison of Elders, and you have to go to each section. There's a place called Tangled Shore, which is like a new place of the reef. Really cool. But they really didn't go into too much detail at all as far as that goes. They said they're shooting for more depth with this expansion. Dreaming City, that's the location for the new raid. They made it sound like it's the location for endgame content in Forsaken in general, but the Dreaming City, I think, is the name of the raid, if I'm understanding what I was listening to correctly. And they said it's going to change and evolve as players play through it and find secrets and challenges and all this cool stuff. They said it's going to expand and be different as players play it, which sounds really cool. So they said, like, week 1 it's going to be this thing, week 2 it'll be a little bit different, and a little bit different, and a little bit different, which sounds really awesome. And then they talked about Gambit, which is like the new mode. Everyone's been saying, oh, I can't say what it is, but it's super cool, it's super new, super exciting. And it really does look super cool, super new, super exciting. Like, I am legitimately excited to play this. What it is PvP and PvE combined, which is something Destiny has been like begging for since inception. Like, this should have been a thing a long time ago. How it works, as you kill enemies, they drop little motes, those little triangles. You load those into a bank. It kind of reminds me of that game mode in Titanfall 2. I can't remember the name of it, but you take the motes, you bank them, and I think after a certain amount, like, you can send a little mini boss over to your opponent's arena, and that will close off their bank, so they can't bank any more motes until after they kill that little mini boss. And then you can also teleport over to the enemy player's arena and then kill the enemies, I guess, slow them way down. Sounds really fun. And then it's kind of like a race to kill the final boss. Whoever does it first, whoever unlocks it in their arena first and kills it, wins. They said wins the round. So I don't know if there's multiple rounds. I kind of hope not. I hope it's like a 1-round thing. But I guess we'll find out more later on. They talked about an annual pass. I'm going to make a separate video for that, just because there's like pre-order bonuses, there's things it comes with. It deserves its own explanation. So look in the description box down below for that video. I'm going to make it immediately after I finish uploading this one. So hopefully it won't be too long. They also went over the roadmap, which again is not a whole lot of new stuff. The next update is July 17th. They said Solstice of Heroes is the next kind of like event. I guess like the summer event. They said they're not going to go into detail now. That deserves its own reveal, which okay. Hopefully it's really cool. They're making a change to quick play. It is going to be 6v6 permanently, so hopefully you like that. They did say competitive is still going to be 4v4. It's going to work exactly the way it works now. So competitive isn't changing. Quick play is changing to 6v6, which I kind of like. Gives it more of a Destiny 1 feel to it. They're also adding Rumble as a permanent playlist, which is that's how it should have been to begin with. Year 1 triumphs, they didn't talk about that at all. They didn't talk about bounties at all. Year 2, they added a bunch of stuff to that. We're getting 200 more vault spaces. We're getting bulk shader deletion. This is in September, by the way. So 200 vault spaces, which will give us a max of 500, which is good because I'm already full again. Bulk shader deletion, so delete 150 shaders if you want to at a time. They're adding the Power Matters system from Destiny 1's Iron Banner and Trials into Destiny 2 again. So that is going to be really good. Hopefully that also means you can level up your power level through Iron Banner again like you could in Destiny 1. Like in Destiny 1 Year 1, that's how I got to max power, because I was very much a solo player in Year 1. You know, with the exception of some trials, of Osiris, and the occasional raid. But so hopefully that comes back, or hopefully that piece of that system comes back. Random rolls is going to be a thing again. Armor is going to have perks again, which is fantastic. That should have never not been a thing. They're adding stuff to the supers now, which look fantastic. I think each subclass is getting a new attunement by the looks of it. Like Gunslinger is going to have where they throw a bunch of throwing knives. That looked pretty cool. Night Stalker looked like it was like a Shadow Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2, where it runs around, it's like a slap thing. That looked pretty cool. It looked really cool. They're also going to add a new Crucible mode, new maps, obviously, and they said new bounties. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Why they would, I don't know, but that sounds pretty cool. Weapon slot changes. They're changing it so you can literally put any weapon you want in any slot you want. So if you want to run 3 shotguns, you can run 3 shotguns. 3 swords, 3 swords. They are going to talk about balance and the ammo situation, quote unquote, later. So that's one thing I do want to know. Like, how is me going 3 rocket launchers going to affect like the Crucible, and how is that not going to get way out of hand? So we'll find out about that later. They've also added a bow style weapon. They said they have short range, medium range, and long range bows into the gear set or whatever. So I'm really excited about that. Triumphs. This is available for everyone with Season 4. I'm not calling it Year 2 Season 1. It's Season 4. It's pretty much the Age of Triumph style record book for everything in the game. Like strikes, lore. They're adding lore back into the game that you can find and collect and actually look at and read in this thing. There's one for PvP, for Gambit. It looked like there was one for classes. They did say that was all in the works. And just other stuff. There's going to be more stuff that they're going to add to it. Collections. It's pretty much the kiosk for everything, from what I understood. But it's going to be in your menu at all times. They did say you can buy exotics back at a certain price. But they mentioned you might not be able to buy legendaries for whatever reason. but they're still working on it, so you might when it actually launches in September. They weren't very clear on that. It's also going to include emblems. I would assume it's also going to include emotes. It also had ships. I didn't see. I also saw shaders. If they do have that, I'm just misremembering. Ships, shaders, ghost shells, all that kind of cool stuff. They're going to tell you where to get it if you don't have something, except for exotics. Of course, those are going to be kept secret. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's like, we didn't really learn. We learned a lot of stuff, but not a lot of other stuff. So yeah, so look, otherwise, I mean, they went over the annual pass, which, like I said, I'm making my own video immediately after this one for that, so look out for it in the description box down below. Let me know what you're most excited for. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, comments, all that stuff. Put them in the comment section down below. And otherwise, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper, and have an amazing week.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.